What's going on, everyone? My name is Mr. Boss of the Win, and I thought I would dedicate this video to doing a regular gameplay commentary. Wow, where I'm actually going to be talking about the gameplay, what I did, and what I did wrong. Alright, so I labeled this gameplay Angry TDM versus Gay People. Now, that was probably a very, emotionally compulsive response to when I got this gameplay. But the matter of the fact is, this gameplay was very frustrating to get, even though I did well and I was the only reason my team won. You can see how it's kind of frustrating as I get flanked. I'm trying to take on 4 guys on 1. Obviously, that's a mistake. But it really begins right here. These guys loved to stay in this room where the catwalk is, and they didn't want to come out. And it's not like they were going to win the game if they stayed in there. We were obviously going to win, but the game would have taken 10 minutes to happen. And I obviously did not want that to happen. And it was really frustrating to run in here every time and have one guy sitting in a corner, have one guy not sitting in a corner. And a couple times here, you're going to see my claymores actually get hit with a stun grenade, and the guys with ghost actually happen to run around and grab me. Now, I'm not saying I'm using a really gay class, because I am. Like right there, he runs right through the claymore. Which was very frustrating. I mean, I am using a rapid-fire AK-74U, but I'm using Hardline, Marathon, and Sleight of Hand. I don't see anything in those perk combinations that could be considered gay, noobish, unfair, whatever you want to call it. So I was playing with one other person, Nikki, and basically what I was trying to do this entire game was just clear them out of this room, because they were going to be content with staying in here, and I was not going to let that happen. And so basically my whole strategy was, all right, you're going to have to camp it out in here. You're going to have to earn your high kill streaks, and you're going to have to pound them into the ground once you get those high kill streaks. So that's really what I was stuck on doing. And unfortunately, or fortunately, we did get a few UAVs up. My friend Nikki was running UAVs, so kudos to him. He was really helping me identify all of the non-ghost guys. And you can see in a minute, they actually start migrating towards this middle building. They get in their mind, okay, we've lost this building up top where that catwalk is, but we're going to try to come up in here and take this. But you see they end up using smoke, and they actually do end up getting in that building. And I think I have a couple dumb deaths coming up right here. I think I will actually get the Blackbird, but I actually get the Chopper Gunner. This is where I actually end up getting my big kill streaks right here. And I kept getting frustrated because I can't pick up the FAMAS that I actually want. And so right now I've got in my mind, all right, I've got a Blackbird and I've got a Chopper Gunner in my pocket. Let's finish off the triad with some dogs. So I end up running through here, get very fortunate that I was using Hardline, and that's what I was talking about right there. They were really content with sticking it out right here. So I'm going to call in the dogs, and I actually speed up the Chopper Gunner right here because I don't see any point of me pounding them into the ground. And you can see once they lost their spot in that room, it was really easy to pick them off. And now once we've got the Blackbird up in the air, it's almost even easier to pick them off, because half of the advantage they had was hiding in the different corners in the room. So it's whether you stunned one side of the room or you put a flashbang in the other side of the room. One of them might be wearing tactical mask. The other one, might be hiding behind a bookcase where he isn't affected by the stun or the flash. So that's what we were dealing with, and once we got this Blackbird up, it was essentially over. Now, a lot of people are going to say, wow, this really wasn't frustrated to you, but I really don't like when I have to go out of my way to get players to play someone else. Like right there, I throw a perfect stun grenade. I had all the advantage right there, and he happens to somehow sneak a couple MPL shots and pick me off. So again, frustrating deaths like that could have made this maybe a 50-plus game or a 60-plus game. But that has been the game, guys. I hope you enjoy. I will see you in the next video, and have a nice day.